about.
Larry, they broke. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". He spins free. Space to maneuver at the 40. And look out. I think he's going to go. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. His blockers to get this up over the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 51 yards.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Down he goes. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lyons. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Second down and 4. Slide down to avoid the tackle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Second and goal to go now. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the return, Rashad Green. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed and, more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
but they have to clinch it, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go ahead and get this thing done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams and their results.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Foreman. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All right, here we go. Green, 35.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 7-all is the score. We're back to Houston in just a moment. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Lambo will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll set up a throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Let's go! Green 39!
And some room to work. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Lambeau on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now back to throw. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Here coming up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reese. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gilbert. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, Mike. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Texans are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Jaguars have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, great blocking on this long run, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Texans have it midway through the first as they take a 7-0 lead. Leach is looking for room to run, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. Jaguars have it late in the second. Texans tied up at 7. They'll go with the run here, and he'd go in for the 3-yard touchdown. Still late stages of the second. That puts them up by a touchdown. Pass coverage will break down here, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. Staying late in the half. Texans all tied now at 17. Gilbert's going to haul in the pass, and he's going to go 16 yards for the score. So that's it for us. We'll go back now under the lights for the second half of this Monday night matchup.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They're going to look to throw. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reese. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Carlos Watkins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
This will be fielded at the 8. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Over the middle, complete. That's Bailey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So make it 3 field goals for him now. And this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now a handoff looking right. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And he'll give it here to his running back as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 98 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, able to avoid him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But what about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is just going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
And now out come the Jags. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up.
Oh, no, he lost the football. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Carlos Watkins in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good. Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback. Here's Brad Nordman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense. The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on fourth down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth. That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there. No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football. And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Reese. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. He's back to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
5 plays there on that drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll drop to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jaguars, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.